Hey guys, and I'm live. I know you guys have missed me. Let's see if I can scoot over here, get myself all situated. But it's been a while since I've seen most of you guys' face. Today is Monday, so that means, treat yourself, get yourself some coffee, relax, watch a good show on Netflix, and come chill with me today. Currently getting my cards out, so I'm not really set up, but I'm getting there. But I did get my birthday drink from Dunkin' Donut, which I kind of messed up on. I put too much sugar in it, and so it's really sweet. So if I go crazy like a squirrel, you guys know why. Do. Is it not doing my voice no more? Oh, there it goes. Is it? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hey, MC, how are you doing, baby? Hopefully the life is treating you well. Don't go towards the light. At least not yet. Do. By the way, thank you for being a subscriber, my dear. I do appreciate it. Let's see what we get in your cards today. I am doing pretty well. I did oversleep today, so that's kind of thrown off my schedule. But we all know how that goes. Ooh, challenging your perspective. Okay, so we got challenging your perspective in reverse, which means that you're not budging on something because you're seeing it for what it is instead of what people want you to see it for. So I'm not really going to be change your view. Whatever is going on in the situation where people are trying to change your perspective and you're just no, I'm not having it. This is the way it is. Normally when people do that, that's because they know more about a situation than some others. Shaw, how you doing, baby? Coco! Hey, baby, I missed you so much. Coco, since I said your name, we've got the Father, which is Uranus, which brings upon knowledge and contemplation. So whatever you're contemplating, whatever you're thinking about, good luck. Hi, babes. Been feeling it lately. I let my guard down knowing I should never do that. Would love a card in your insight. Not a problem, baby. Oh my God, I'm so happy I'm seeing all you guys. I'm so excited, by the way. Check out that new vacuum. The one I had before, the hose was being stuck together with duct tape. All right, let me actually get back to the list because I kind of went a little topsy-turvy because I said Coco. And next thing you know, did you get sick? Oh, baby, I was sick for about a good month. But I'm back. I'm energized. I'm ready to conquer the world. Oh, let's see what we got for Shaw. Shar. What do we got? Ooh, we got a couple for sure. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the ones that are blocking you. So we got Helios. Someone's not telling the truth. And you're being blocked from it. And then you're being blocked from wisdom. So yeah, this is someone holding something back from you that you need to know and they're not telling you. Because with illumination and wisdom, that means that the truth is being hidden. I don't know what's going on, Char, where the truth is being hidden, but I wish you luck, baby. Look at all these people. Oh, I'm so excited. Give me a second. I will address everyone. I'm just taking my moment. Taking my squirrely moment. All right, Pat. We got harmony. So either you're going to bring upon harmony or you've already started doing it. Normally when this card pops up, it's one of those things where we're trying to balance our life out and get everything situated because we realize that what we were doing before wasn't really working for us. So we're trying to get all of our ducks aligned. And it seems like you're getting to that stage where the ducks are kind of getting in a row. You know what I mean? Oh, let's see what we got for Chrissy today. Chrissy, you need some guidance from your guides, baby. So let's see. Chrissy, what can we get for Chrissy? Thank you for the card. I know someone has been holding back, but I didn't even care about it anymore. I'm focusing on me. Focus on you, baby, because that's all you can do. You can't worry about other people's shit. You got to worry about your own shit. And if people want to hide shit from you, then that's people you don't need in your fucking life. Then that's facts. All right. So where was I? Chrissy. So Chrissy, change is unavoidable. Basically means that it's a time of transition for you. It could be physically, mentally, spiritually. It could even deal with your work, but it is a time of transition and reclusiveness. So basically what I'm saying is you need to spend more time figuring out your ducks, okay? And take that time to evolve them ducks like Pokemon. That's basically where you're at right now. Tough love is the best love. Ain't that the freaking truth, baby? And it's hard sometimes with self-love because some days you're feeling yourself and some days you just look in the mirror and you're like, I'm over it. You know what I mean? Oh, Haley, how you doing, baby? Can I get a card, please? Yes, you can, baby. All right, Haley. Let's see what we got for Haley. Haley, I had 3 cards, actually 4 cards. So I'm going to let you pick which card I read for you. 1, 2, 3, or 4, baby. You pick your card. Thank you, babe. You are fucking welcome, sweetie. Exactly, Coco. Exactly. I missed you, Coco. How have you been? What have you been up to? Like, what has your life been like? Oh, I love seeing you guys. It's been forever. I did. And then once I got over it, I went and got the first shot. And sometime in like a week or so, I go back for the second. Oh, 2 and 4. Okay, so 2 and 4. Eliminate the process. 1 or 2. Oh my God. Yeah, it freaking sucked. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, I've been kind of going through like a survey of my life during that time too. 2. Okay. So for 2, we got heed your dreams, which means follow your dreams. Since it is in reverse, that means that you're not following what you're wanting to do. You're holding yourself back. Either it's responsibilities or whatever, but there's something that you're wanting to do, but you're stopping yourself. So you need to ask yourself, is it the reason that you're stopping what you're wanting to do? Is it because it's going to affect somebody else? Or is it because it's going to affect certain areas of your life? And what could you do to change that so that you could actually follow what you're wanting to do? Connecting. We're having connection issues. So let's see how that goes. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to get my kids because they're probably on the game system. We should be good. All right. So where was I? I got lost. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, just yell at me and I'll give you your card. But yeah, it sucked. Like the coughing, it sucked, but I know I needed it. So I was doing a lot of that and trying to induce more coughing to get all that skunk and up. And my chest, it just felt like something was just laying on it the whole time. It sucked. But I am better now. I am thankful. you know, Hades didn't get me this round, so. But it has made me think about my life, like what would have happened, you know what I mean, if it did go bad. And, you know, I devote so much of my life to other people. Do I really need to take a step back and start devoting time to my life? You know what I mean? Because as a mom, as a sister, as a friend, and, you know, working with the Divine Witch stuff, like I put so much of my time into other people that it made me realize I need to take a step back and put some time into myself. So I've kind of been working on myself, little pieces at a time. I'm not setting no major goals. I'm just living in the moment and doing what feels right and not holding back. Raphael Peachkin, hello, my dear. Welcome. And thank you for joining the Divine Witch family. Let's see what we can pull for you today, baby. Okay, so your card is See the Signs. So normally when See the Signs come up, it can mean 1 of 2 things. Either you've been asking, you know, for a sign, a sense of direction, or it can mean that there's signs being presented to you and you're not seeing what it's leading to. So this could either be good or it could be bad. Realistically, it just depends on what signs you're getting. Some people will get signs like numbers. Some people will get signs like certain animals. They'll get a certain feeling or vibration. So just kind of acknowledge those signs and see what they're leading to. Lauren, just a general, not a hello, not a goodbye, not a kiss my butt. Just general, like I'm fucking the colonel or some shit. What is that? Who does that? Who's the general? Or is it the general? Maybe it is. Maybe that is the company. I can't remember. Let's see what we got for you, Lauren. Lauren's card of the day. What will it be? Lauren. What is Lauren's card? Okay, that deck said nope. So let's try this one because I've been eyeing it. All right, so we got a few that popped up. I will let you choose 1, 2, 3, or 4, my dear. Sorry, hi. It's all right, baby. Thanks, hon. I appreciate it. You look gorgeous. Glad you're better. I'm not sure what I'm stopping. I'm still looking for a salon. Baby, I hope you get that salon here soon. And I think it's going to come to you, you know what I mean? Or I like to put the good vibrations of it. 3. Ooh, the underworld. So we're not really deep diving. We're just kind of letting things go. Normally when the underworld comes about, normally it's about descending, looking within. And it seems like we're not looking within for the answers. We're looking outward. So this is a time where, like, you know, reaching out to people, networking is a good thing. When it also comes to the underworld, instead of death, it's bringing new life. So that could be a new lifestyle change, not life child. You might have a child. I don't know. Good morning, Cookie of Doom. How are you? I've got sugary coffee. It might as well just be sugar water because I underestimated Dunkin' Donuts and their liquid sugar. I'm going to have to lift some children. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Oh my God. So what are you guys doing? Are you excited? And like, are you going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, Turkey Day? Like, what's your plans? Like, are you going to stay home, go to someone's house? Like, you're going to travel? Like, I'm all here for it. I'm going to be going to my sister-in-law's. And then on the weekend, I'm going to be cooking my dinner. Because if I don't cook it, then I'll hear, you didn't cook Thanksgiving. Because my children are just that annoying. All good over here. I got your messages, though, and I was like, lift the children. Yeah. So, by the way, after I got my COVID shot, for some reason, for 3 days, I had, like, too much energy. And so, there's videos on our TikTok, if you want to go see them, of me lifting my husband over my shoulder and just carrying him around the house. And then I did that also with my child. Now, it's funny because my child is the same weight as my husband, but he's taller, which made it a lot more awkward. And yeah, that was a whole thing. And today she was like, pick me up. And I was like, crap, I started something. We didn't have Thanksgiving here. You could have Friendsgiving. That's how I like to refer to it as, you know, I'm not about genocide, but I am about food. And that's the only reason that we keep on doing this tradition in our house is because I like to cook. And like, I got no family left. So like, it's like, I get to cook for my kids. We get to have fun. We get to sing that one song that goes, what is it? Greens, potatoes, all that. Yeah. I actually watched where that video clip came from. And and it's totally not what you expect. True. Rue Giving. That's what I'm going to name it. New holiday for Australian friends. Let's see what Cookie's got going today. Same as a shuffle me deck. What's my cookie of doom? Ooh. Well, Cookie, since you know you sponsor me quite a bit, I'm going to read all the cards that have popped up. So the first card is Be Vigilant. So when vigilance comes up, it means that you need to keep your eye on the prize. Keep on pushing forward. I know there's days that you don't want to because we're besties and we're talking all the time. But you really do need to keep on pushing forward, even on the days that you don't want to, because that is just a rut. It's just like tripping over a stone. You got to get up. You got to keep on pushing. The next thing is see the truth in reverse. So with that, vigilant and the seeing the truth in reverse, that just tells me that, you know, there's certain things in your life that aren't going right. And I feel like it's more self than outward. And you need to focus on that, even if it hurts to focus on that. So I don't know what it would be like internally for you whether it be like if you're not filling yourself with love, or you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're not doing, you're too much inside your head and you need to back up from that. Next thing that we got is embrace the spirit in reverse. So that tells me that you've got some spiritual work you need to do, but you haven't put in the time to do it, which me and you both know that. But I think this is the time where you really need to, because I feel like there's someone who's trying to come through to talk to you, more of a loved one than of somebody that's there to guide you. The next thing that we got is reveal the truth in reverse. So you're not ready to reveal something that you know that is true. And you're kind of keeping your cards to yourself. So whatever it is, you do it in your own time. You don't have to announce it to the world or even speak it out loud. Just keep it to yourself. That's how you're wanting to do it right now. That's the path you're on. But we got honor Gaia. When honor Gaia comes up, that means that we need to not honor the world around us, but we need to honor our place within that world. So there's a lot of self-love that needs to be worked on. I love you, doll. Always inside my head. Me too. It's a dark, scary place. It gets creepy up there sometimes. But I get it. I think we all kind of go through that. And it just seems like there's a lot internally. Like when I think about it, it's not like depression. I don't feel like it's depression, but I just feel like it's anxiety and this yearning to like do something. You know what I mean? Like how you want to do something, but you feel like you're being held back on doing something. That's what it feels like a little bit. But other than that, how's your morning going? Mm-hmm. Why is this showing that people are leaving me? It's going on up in there right now. It's making me the time to address it all. All right, I gotta get rid of that. Because I've been trying to do stuff. I overslept Cookie real bad. Like I slept till noon and I was like, what happened? Hello, Sarah. How are you doing, sweetheart? Let's go ahead and pick a card. I donated. Ooh, thank you for donating. I appreciate it because my birthday's tomorrow and I would love not to cook dinner. Just saying. Not that I don't love my family, but who wants to cook on their birthday? All right, give me 1 second, Coco, and I'll go ahead and I'll get your question or questions. I assume you did the 2, right, baby? If you want to, you can go ahead and put them together and then I'll read them after I read the card that needs to be read. All right, so Sarah, we got the clarity card, which is Apollo, which means bringing light to a situation or bringing a new thought or way of thinking, like clarity. That's basically what this card is. You're going to have a moment of clarity coming to you, if it hasn't already, and it starts to clarify some of the things that have been going on that you may have not noticed, whether it be internally or externally. It's your birthday here. Happy birthday. I know, right? So but by me getting my Dunkin' coffee, it's not bad. Super excited. Oh, thank you, Coco. And what is your questions, Coco? Coco. Ah, I'm like a little squirrel. Do, 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 do. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. Why is the check I'm waiting for didn't clear? Oh, shit. Let's bring out the big boys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. So the first one that we got that pops up is the Queen of Cups, which means theft. So that's the first thing that we get started off. Theft and completion. So basically, that's where the check didn't clear, that whole situation. But it does seem like there's going to be a resolution that comes out of it. Because we got the Sun, which is opportunity. We've got the Three of Pentacles, which is fixing a problem. And then we got the Knight of Cups, which means carrying on. Now, as far as what caused the situation, we've got a young man that's popping up with the Knight of Wands. Because normally when we have the Knight of Wands in this position means it's an older man that knows what they're doing and has people that come to them. Then when it's in reverse, it's normally someone younger and naive. So following underneath that is Neptune, the breaking of a cycle. And then we got the 5th house, creativity and work. So I don't know, was this a check that was like for work that you did? Or was it for just randomness? Because it seems like there was an issue that's fixed. Because with the Three of Pentacles with the sign, it doesn't mean that it's going to be forever. So, like, something's going to come out of it. Theft. And for some reason, this was the only card of this deck that was in mine, and it popped out in your reading, which was odd in itself. So are you wanting to find out who took your money? Because obviously we got theft, and then you're saying it's theft. Theft meaning they did it on purpose. Yeah. It's getting tense. Bringing them real questions in today. Did CJ know it was a fake check or theft? Can I ask a question? Are they a friend? Because one of the cards is like a friend card, but it's in reverse. That's the reason why I asked, because we got the 5 of Wands in reverse, which shows a loss of friendship. Then for your first card, see who sent me the check. Then the first card that we got is the 4 of Cups, which is not caring. Then we've got the 5 of Cups, which is conflict. And then we've got the 5 of Wands in reverse, which is into friendship. So if I had to say based on these 3 cards, yeah, they fucking knew. Which, oh, I would fuck somebody up sending me a bad motherfucking check. It was supposed to be his check. Someone knew what they were doing. Just because of the 3 cards that popped up. Because the first card that you get, what was the first card that I gave you? Let's see. It was 4 of Cups. So normally with the 4 of Cups, when it's like this, we're throwing caution to the wind and not caring. But this is like, oh well, good luck. And then with the next one being argumentative. Because as you can see, the two people, and if you look down here, the symbolism of the spilled, what's lost, and leaving a little bit left behind. And then normally whenever you see the Five of Wands deals with friendship and camaraderie. And when it's in reverse, that's intent. It's kind of like when you know you're going to screw somebody over and you know it's going to fuck some shit up and you're just waiting for that wave of bullshittery. That's basically what the Five of Wands in reverse is. For me, when I read it. Was it CJ not caring? Or the person that sent the check on his end not caring? Was it CJ not caring? Was it CJ not caring? King of Swords. Or was it the person that sent the check not caring? Judgment. So for him, we got the King of Swords. King of Swords, when it comes up, is someone that has a past of shadiness, but is trying to show true virtue. And then as far as like the second part, or the person that sent the check on his and not caring. And we got Judgment. So I'm going to say it's probably the second part more than it is the first part. So it seems like the end, the person that sent the check not caring, because that's what it's leading up to. Then if you want to put them two together instead of like separating it into the two questions like we did, we've got the King of Swords, which would represent him, and then we got Judgment. So judgment being placed upon him for actions that one led up to. That's if you wanted to read it that way. I'd be so pissed. I'd be fucking heated. Ching, ching, ching goes on a tree. I hate feeling like I'm foggy. You know what I mean? Like where you're sitting there and you're like still trying to wake up even though you've been up for hours. Hate that feeling. What do I need to be aware of that I'm blind to? Actually, Peachkin, I already gave you your one for the day. But if you do have like specific questions, kind of like that, what do you need to be aware to? I do questions, 2 questions for $5. Or if you want like one question with an intense reading, you're looking at $5. So when he's saying he didn't know, he was telling the truth. That's what it seems like. Like he probably didn't know. He thought it was going good. Or he could have known and he was just ready for the judgment that was going to be placed on him. Those are the 2 outcomes that would have came out of that card. Not a problem, baby. You got to get clean. Be a peachy smelling king. Ching, ching, ching. There's money wave. Money flow, money flow, money wave. I'd be pissed. But I will say this. I think it will get fixed just for the reason being that you have the Sun and you have the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is working towards a solution. I'm going to let you guys just like look at my cards for a second because I'm trying this new thing where I don't smoke on camera because, you know, it's been forever. Yes, it has, baby. How are you doing? All right, Sika, let's see what we can get for you, baby. And also for you, Coco, I'll end up lighting a candle for you tonight to try to get some good resolution out of this. Try to even out the balance for you. Sika, it's been forever. Sika, know your power. So if you're self-doubting, you need to realize that you have more of a say-so in your life and any situation that you face than you realize, baby. So I want you to know when you're starting to feel low or feel like, you just can't do it, you need to realize that you're basically a bad bitch. That's how you got to realize it. That's basically what this card is. Bad bitch card. Know your worth, know your power. I'm tired. How you been? I've been pretty good. It's not been bad, you know what I mean? I did have COVID for a little bit, so that was, Yes, he says he's trying to get it fixed now. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull a card for myself. What do I need to be focusing on? Where'd you go? Ooh, so I got a few I need to focus on. So, seeing the truth, nature all you love, giving up some of the love, and trust in the magic. Well, happy recovery. Glad you are feeling better. Me too, baby. And right before my birthday and the holidays, I'm just like, yes. I'm upset. Yes. Well, hell yeah, I would be upset too. Especially if you needed it. You know what I mean? Like, I do not blame you for being upset, baby. Acknowledge your emotions. Let those emotions flow. Donate it again. All right, baby. What else can I get for you? Wave, get some money, wave. That song on TikTok got me. Where is my other cards? I feel like I'm going to need them. I'm going to go ahead and, while you're thinking of your questions, give a little shuffle-y shuff. Where are you, you little Brussels sprouts? How is he going to try to get it fixed? He said he was mad. Well, of course he's going to be mad because it's making him look bad. Like anybody whose check doesn't clear. They're going to be like, How is he attempting to fix the situation? How is he attempting to fix the situation? Prince of Cups. Prince of Swords. And the Aeon. Okay, so the first one that we get is the Prince of Cups. The Prince of Cups brings emotion forward. So they're taking this anger and this rage and they're going after the individual. Okay, so the reason I say there's a little bit of anger and rage, like you've already said as well, is that we got the Prince of Swords and we got the Prince of Cups. So this isn't only going to be emotionally driven, but it's going to end up to an altercation. The only bad thing about this is that it's not going to end up well with the way that he ends up going at it. Now, I'm going to look deeper into it. Is there going to be a resolution for this, and will it actually be fixed? there going to be a resolution to this, and is it actually going to be fixed? So the universe is going to intervene. There's going to be defeat and stop. So he's working to get it fixed. So we got the universe coming in and responding to defeat, which put a stop to the check. Then we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, which means someone with compassion is going to lend a helping hand. Then we've got the Ten of Cups, which is going to trickle back down. And then we've got the Three of Wands, which is virtue. But since the virtue is in reverse, it's going to take some time. Well, let's see if we can find a time frame as to how long this is going to take. Let's see. What do we got here? 5, 21, 26, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39 divided by 9. Calculator. 39 divided by 9. All right, so we're looking at a fixing time of anywhere between 4 to 5 hours to 4 weeks for it to be fixed. So the altercations are on his end. Like you said, altercations in the past questions. Yes. So it is on his end. And it's looking anywhere that it won't be fixed until anywhere from 4 hours. I'm going to say realistically 4 days. 4 days to 4 weeks. Just based on the cards that we had presented up. So that's how long it's going to take before you see anything from it. But I want to say it's more on the 4-day end because 4 weeks would make it drawn out. It's possible that'll happen. Probably the hours because he is mad. So what's your next question, baby? I'm thinking. Take your time, baby. I'm not pressuring you. I don't need a cash app, Gloria. What are your questions, baby? So he was being truthful with everything he told me about the check, right? So he's being truthful about everything he told me about the check. Is that your question, baby? Or is that what you're asking or what you come to conclusion? I'm just trying to make sure so that way I'm not saying, hey, this is your question, and it's not. So was he... Okay, so the first one that we got is the Magician in reverse, which shows the illusion is gone. So there's that. Then we've got the Emperor in reverse, which feels like they're not on their pedestal, basically. Because normally with the Emperor is one is like, look what I got kind of person. And then when it's in reverse, that feels... It's kind of like one of those things where like, what is it? It's not confidence, but it's like their security of like, look what I can do kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then with the Magician being in reverse, that means they're telling the truth. There's nothing to be hidden, nothing trying to be hidden, nothing trying to hide. Like it's all face value. So I think he was trying to be truthful, but I don't think there's something going on. Someone fucked up somewhere, and it's not on him. You know what I mean? At least you know what I'm saying, Coco. I'm trying to find the words, and my brain's just like, no. How did Kat feel about hearing from me today? I'm going to read this one, but like, I'm still talking to you, Coco, baby. Okay, so for the first one that we got is the Ace of Swords, which means they're still a little bit on the fence, protection-wise. Normally when the Ace of Wands comes up, it's either protection against you or wanting to protect you. So that's a thing. The next one that we got coming up is the Three of Wands, which a decision has been made because it was in reverse. If it was this way, that means that they're weighing out their options. But since it's like this, this means that they've made a decision when it comes to you. And then we've got also the Seven of Wands, which has cleared up a situation. So I don't know, like, if something was going on with you, Gloria, and they thought there was something, you know, bad. But it seems like there was some clarification made. But the next thing that we got coming up is the Seven of Cups, which means that there's still a little bit more work to be done. It's not completed and it's not finished. So altogether, it feels like they know where they're at with you. They know where they stand. So it's a good vibration, but it feels like they need more. Exactly what he said. Thanks. That's exactly what he was telling me, right? Oh, something didn't work out. Where are you at? You saved me from cussing him out. No, you're good. Towards me. What are his next actions towards me? Well, that's what we're being blocked by. What are the next actions towards me? All right, so there's a few things popping up in one familiar card. So the first thing that's popping up that is blocking what is coming for you, or like what are their next actions towards you, because there's being blocked by friends or people that they take advice from. And there's the World in a blocking motion, so incompletion. And then we've got the Ace of Swords, which means they're letting down those barriers. Hello, Tori. How are you doing, hon? So what? And then we got a decision. And letting go. So a decision is going to be made of something that they're letting go. Just so you know. I don't know if it's the expectation that they have between you two, or if it's just letting go of those who are holding them back so that way they can continue. But there is making a decision and letting it go. Because with the Seven of Wands is clearing things on, not holding it back. It's kind of like the last harvest, you know what I mean? So all together with it, you know, there's a friend situation that's not really working out. Then with the Ace of Swords being in reverse tells me that there's no use fighting it no more. Decision making and letting go. I feel like Spirit is trying to get through to me to get a message, but I can't grasp it. If you feel like you're getting a message, but yet you're not getting the context of it, give me a second. That was weird. Okay, so like, I'm going to bring this up because that was just freaking weird. Ignore the like background and stuff like that. But like, as I'm reading your question, like right through here was like a sharp, sharp pain. And I don't know what that's about, but like whatever's here or whatever's going on here, it hurts. I don't know if that's something that's coming to you or something that like you've been going through, or there's an issue in like this area. But damn, did that fucking hurt. It almost felt like someone reaching in and pulling your tendons. Fuck. Sorry, but I'm like, because at first I thought, oh shit, I'm about to die on live. Not to be laughing because this is your situation, but like, I was like, fuck, I took too much sugar. My bad. Anyway, so like whatever's going here, please be careful and keep with doctors and stuff. I have a blockage there, been trying to heal for a while. That's me. Is there a card for me? I will fucking throw a card for you, but damn, girl, boy, whoever you are, damn. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Anyway, Tori, I'm with you. Literally, like that was a connection of like patch. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So what is the message? That is, I don't want to hurt nobody. I am with someone. All right, so let's see. What is going on? You're very welcome, Gloria, honey. I hope it helped. Okay. So there's moving, hurt. Okay. So when you were asking, you know, you're talking about the spirit and what you're trying to grasp, but you can't grasp it. It's letting go of hurt and analyzing situation. The reason I say that is because we've got the 10 of Swords in reverse, which means taking the old wounds and getting over them. But there's something else that you need to look at and deep dive, which is kind of fucked up that these cards were pulled. Like after that sharp pain, I'm just like, fuck. But you need to look more into that as far as like your life and your situation and the message that's trying to come through. I feel like that's the message that's trying to come through. Whatever's going here and you're trying to heal from, you need to get it double checked. I'm telling you, just because of the way the cards are, because even we got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a blocking for moving on. Then we've got the Knight of Cups. Just keep on pushing, keep on pushing. Then we've got the 10 of Swords in reverse, trying to heal, trying to remove. But then we got the Page of Swords, which means that basically when the Page of Swords comes up, it means that we need to pay more attention to detail. And that's why I'm telling you, like, you need to figure out, like, there's something not right. Like, I'm just saying that, like, there's something not right. Especially when you're asking, I'm getting a message from Spirit, but I don't know. The next thing I feel like I'm about to have a fucking heart attack. And I'm like, my heart's here, but, like, my arm's, like, doing some weird shit. Damn, baby. I feel so bad for you because that's not a fun feeling. By the way, just for anybody out there, like, she didn't pay for a question. Bitch, we had a connection. When you feel pain from somebody that you've never met, that's a free reading. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, go get a second opinion of some type, because, like, that don't feel right. Maybe it's just me and I'm just not used to it and it's, like, super tight, but, like, that hurt. Please get checked and please let me know. You can even email me at thedevinewitch@gmail.com if you don't want to come back in alive and, like, be like, what's going on? Like, yeah, tell me. I want to know because I'm going to be thinking of you. Dear Lord. Oh my gosh. No, it's not just you. Thank God. But please be careful. Please listen to your body and please keep in touch. Thank you. I appreciate you keeping in touch. I will light a candle for you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a petition this weekend. So if anybody wants, like, a petition for anything, like, you know, you're going through health or whatever it may be, if you guys email me, I'll add your name to the petition list and I'll burn those petitions this weekend. How many blessings? How are you? I am doing good. How are you doing? I am so happy that you were okay. Me too. I'm like, fuck. I'm glad that they're okay for now, but, like, get checked. Like, there's a few instances where, like, I'll be around people at, like, certain events and I'll get weird pains. And then I have to ask myself, is this one of my normal pains or is it someone around me? And if it gets to the point to where, like, it really affects me, then it's normally someone around me. Did your kids get COVID? They did not, but they did get the flu. Because when I had it, like, literally no one was allowed in my room except for the husband because he refused to fucking not. And he had his COVID shot. So, like, that's a thing. And then, like, the kids ended up being most of the time with my sister-in-law, except for a few occasions. And I made them glove up and mask up every time they were around me. And I kind of kept my distance from them. Oh, I had investment in disinfectant too. Like, I was disinfecting everything. Like, if I go to the bathroom and we have the push button toilet flush or whatever, I would spray the bathroom, spray the toilet, walk back out to my room, spray the handle, spray the other handle, and then get in bed. Like, that was my life for a little bit. You can ask questions. I just do charge $5 for 2. If you want one question, like, that's in-depth, it's $5 for 1. So it just depends on you. Like, since you're subscribed, if you want your general read, you do get that daily. Did your husband get sick? He did not get sick. Everybody in this house got sick except for him. I got COVID. The kids got the flu, and he got nothing, which was bullshit. But I'm kind of grateful because then he would have been out of work, which means that, the money that we get from him working would have not been there. So he took his vitamin C every day, and I made him sleep in his own blanket while I slept in my own blanket, and I wouldn't let him give me kisses, and he hated it. But I will throw down a card for you, Mystics, just for the reason being that you're here, so that means you're subscribed. Okay, so the first one that we got is Eros and Desire. Desire is being denied. So this could be dealing with someone else who is not matching the same energy as you are matching with them. So it seems like it's out of your reach. So whatever this is, this desire that you're being denied, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a thing. It could be, a promotion you're trying to go for. But it just seems like it's not coming to you. He even slept in the same bed with you. He did. And I tried to make him sleep on the couch. I'm not sleeping on the couch. And I was like, ah. So literally, like, I had this, like, barrier of pillows. Like, that's going to save him, right? So there's a barrier of pillows beside us. He's got his stuff. I got my stuff. And I would cover my face at night. So that way, if I was coughing, it wasn't on to him. Like, it was ridiculous. I'd like to ask 2 questions. Never mind. I found it. About to send payment. Yeah, no problem, baby. Just let me know. And when you do your questions, if you've never done questions here, put both your questions into a paragraph form if it'll let you. And then once it does that, you'll be good. And you did say PayPal. I do have PayPal. I haven't received anything yet, but doesn't mean that you aren't trying. You know what I mean? He truly loves you. He fucking does. He's like, you ain't going out. I'm making sure. But like all that week, he did everything. He made me soup, like the whole 9 yards. And thank God we have Alexis's in our house, because anytime the kids would have problems with like school or whatever, I would literally have the Alexa in front of me. They would grab the other Alexa and put it to their screen. And I would try to help them do homework from another room since, yeah. It was a whole thing, but I've never been so much grateful for technology. All right, I got you, baby. What's your 2 questions, honey? Like, yeah. And then teachers were trying to call because of that week. There was 1 week during that month where it was like teacher conferences and stuff. And I'm trying to talk. I can barely talk. So I hang up and I tell him to call my husband. And like, he was lost on half of it, but the teachers emailed me and was like, hey, we know what's going on. Here's what we said. What is the current true's intention? What are my current true's intentions towards me? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out the astrology deck. So let's go ahead. And where is our relationship headed? Okay, so we're going to start with the first one. What is my current true's intentions towards me? Okay. So the first thing that we get popped up is the first house and the 8th house, which means harmony between the 2 of you and harmony with you. So the 8th house deals with balance in life in every aspect, and the first house deals with the house itself. So a balance with you, basically. Now, the next thing that we got is Pluto in reverse. Pluto in itself is normally a planet of distance and trying to find distance in between two people. But when it's in reverse, that means it's bringing you in closer. Now we got the Scorpio in reverse. So the Scorpio in reverse is not bad. This means that it's not all sexual. It's an emotional connection rather than a physical connection. Then we got Uranus. Uranus brings in energy, playfulness, companionship. So if you're asking how their intentions are towards you, and how they're feeling, basically it's one of harmony with you, being in balance with you, being able to be close to you, more than just a sexual level, on an emotional level, and to the point to where your energies are going to start syncing up. Now for the second, where is our relationship going to be heading? I'm going to use my Thoth deck for that question, because that's going to give us the true honest answer. Okay, so let's see what we got popping up. Alrighty. Okay, so the first thing that we got coming up is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. So right now it doesn't feel like they have to defend themselves around you. So that's a good thing. That means that their defenses aren't up and they're not going to be put up. The next thing that we got that is coming your way is the Princess of Wands. So there is going to be a lack of communication verbally for a little bit, but it's nothing to do with you. They're just going to get caught up with stuff. The next thing that we got is the Queen of Cups. So this is going to be one of those indulgence cards for you, which there's going to be an overflow of emotion, and it's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to try to figure it out. Now, the next thing that we got coming up is the Devil in reverse. So the Devil in reverse means there's no manipulation. They ain't trying to change. They ain't trying to act like they're something they're not. They're just laying everything out front. So that kind of goes hand in hand with the emotion card that we got coming up with the Queen of Cups. So there's going to be an overflow of emotion, and they're going to be honest with it. It's not to bullshit you. It's not to rope you in. They're just showing their true emotion. And to pop up emotion one more time, we got the Moon card, which is intention and emotion and vibration and energy. So the energy, they want to get closer to you. They want to know. Honestly, this is some Scorpio fucking energy. Like they've got to have multiple Scorpio in their charts, or they're a Scorpio, because there's this wanting to be deep, this wanting to connect, wanting to see the dark sides, the light sides, and peel back those layers that we kind of put over ourselves. So it's more of like wanting to explore you in depth, like wanting to know your thoughts and opinions on certain topics that may not come up unless you're like in a game show kind of thing. You know what I mean? Cancer, that could be too. Cancers are known to attach, and when they attach hard, they want to get into every little cell and figure everything out. Imagine you're like a game, not in a sense of like you're about to be played, but in the sense of every time they find out something new, it's exciting, and it gets them going. That's why Cancers love. Like Cancers and Scorpios love hard. And when they disconnect even harder. So like it's like a discovery right now for them. And that's what it's going to continue being for about the next month and a half, is this longing, discovering of wanting to like ask you weird questions that you're thinking, why would you ask me that? But it's because they're trying to get to know how you are, how you react to certain situations. So take it as a good thing. There's a lot of emotion there, and they're going to share that emotion. Now, sometimes it may be a little bit overwhelming for you, because you're going to be like, whoa, slow down, Jelly, slow. But that's how they show their love. They show it in an overflowing abundance. And sometimes it can feel a little bit smothering. By the way, hello, Aqua. Pumpkin generals are for those who subscribe. Since you're commenting, you are subscribed. So I will go ahead and do that for you. Let's see what your general is. So your general is going to be Gaia, the mother, in reverse. So it's not time for you to be a mother. It's time for you to be a maiden, or maybe even a crone, or a little bit of both. because when the mothering card comes up, there's a few things. Either one, you need to embrace like a youthful kind of energy or a wise kind of energy. Or two, you need to stop mothering somebody that you were mothering to. So that means that you were taking care of them. And then, yeah, so true. I'm an Aquarius. Ooh. See, I don't know. Okay, so you're the first Aquarius. I'm going to assume woman, right? Joe's mystic. Are you a woman or not? Are you a man? Because that would really depend on how I go from here. If you're a woman, I got questions. Aqua, give me 1 second. Yes, okay. So, like, I know Aquarius men are like, they sit there and they have a plan out, right? Like detailed. And if people don't line up with that plan, they instantly break it. So like our Aquarius women the same way, like you have a certain thing in mind. And if somebody doesn't line up with you, you're just like, you drop off. Like, I'm curious because I want to make sure, because I've only met Aquarius men. I've never met an Aquarius woman. So I want to pick your brain a little bit. Not saying you represent all of Aquarius women, but you're rare. Donated. All right, so I'm going to assume questions. Maybe. 2, I would assume. Let's see. No. My phone's going all crazy and wonky. So give me 1 second. Where did you donate to, hon? We're a bit different from the men, but that is true. So like what would, okay, if you were to compare yourself to an Aquarius man being an Aquarius woman, like what are the differences? Like I'd rather know from someone who's like living that life, you know what I mean? Oh, I got it. What are your 2 questions, baby? And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and flip for your general. Maybe. Aqua. We got wisdom in reverse. And we got love in reverse. So there's a situation in love that you're having issues with. Coffee. Do. By the way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and bump this down for a second. Do. Oh, get clear. All right. Mama loves short and short and short. Mama loves short and short and bread. Don't know why I got that song in my head, but it's there. We are going to acknowledge our sense of emotions are different, how we express things. The Aquarius men come off a bit weird. Oh my God, do they fucking ever. I feel like men are a bit harder when it comes to love, right? And that's so fucking true. Like, it's always like they got to be creative, or like they've got this like super hard, what's it called? Like vision in their mind of how they want things to go. And like, they're so intense with it. Like even a hair color of somebody will just throw them off. Will TW get karma, not love, and they betrayed me? What's coming up at my current job and workplace? Okay, so let's get into the karma. So, will TW get the karma? So the first one that we got coming up is the 7 of Pentacles, which is honor and dignity when it's in its regular form. So since it is in reverse, they are going to get what's coming to them, and a lot is going to be revealed to them in a public way. Basically, someone's going to call them out for their shit, and they're going to have a lot of proof. And when that proof starts coming out, it's not going to be good. The next thing that we got is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands means that rumors are going to start circulating. Then the next thing that we got is the Eight of Wands, which brings about unwanted knowledge. So there is going to be karma happening. Let's see if I can find out when. Justice. Yeah, justice is going to be served. So we got the Justice card. We got the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and then we got the Eight of Wands. So 8, 7, 6, 7, 14, 15, 15, 16. So like this is going to come up in the next couple weeks. They're really going to get theirs, and it's going to really fuck with their shit. So yes, karma is going to go get him, and it's going to be about a 2-week frame. I'm doing good. How you doing, baby? How you been? I haven't seen you for a while. Did I just drop them? No, I didn't. And 2, what is coming up with my current job and workspace? What is coming up with the current job and workspace? Ow, I think I just got my finger. And then add some astrology to it. What is coming up in the job and the workspace? You're so welcome, sweetheart. I appreciate you answering my questions. Okay, so when it comes to job and workspace, I'm going to start with these 3. So the first one that we got is the Ace of Swords, which with the Ace of Swords being like this, it means that there's going to be something that you're going to have to fight or defend yourself for, okay? So be ready to defend yourself. The next thing that we got is the Seven of Cups, which brings upon change, and it's going to change the direction of your focus. So whatever this is about is going to change how you perceive things. The next thing that we got coming up is the Nine of Wands, which follows all commands and answers all questions. So this is going to leave some unanswered questions that you're never really going to get the honest answer from. The next thing that we got is the first house in reverse, and Pluto. So there's a mental disconnect, and there's about to be a physical disconnect. So I don't know if like there's some like workplace drama or like just toxicity, but it seems like mentally you've already checked out. You just haven't done it physically. And just in case you got any other questions, I'm going to wait for you to type. And then I'm going to say, hello, Natural Beauty. Let's see what we got in store for you. Okay, so we're being blocked by heeding your dreams. You're getting signs and symbolism in your dreams, and you're not picking up on it. The next thing that we got is seek your destiny. So this has something to do with your life path that your guides are trying to push onto you and try to help you out, Natural Beauty. May even be some ancestors trying to help you get to where you need to be. But there's a thing about following your destiny. So kind of keep that in mind for the next couple weeks. When will I leave? When will I leave? All right, let's see. Let's get a time. Ooh, which one should I do? You know what? We're going to go with this one. This one is normally my good time frame deck. So what time are they going to end up leaving with this job? When are they going to end up leaving this job? So we got the Ace of Pentacles, and then we got the Hangman. So the Hangman, we got 12, and then we got the Ace of Pentacles at 1. So we're looking anywhere between 11 hours, which I'm going to say it's more days than hours. So 11 days to 11 weeks is going to be the time frame. Actually, I'm wrong on that. 10, 12, 11 divided by 2. We're looking about a 5-week time frame. So 5 to 11 weeks is the time frame that I'm looking at. I've got to fix my cards. Apparently, some of my cards have decided to go tipsy-turvy. Questions I do charge for, but since you are on our channel and you're commenting, that means you're subscribed. So if you want your general, you are more than welcome to get your general, baby. Which I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull for it. We're going to see what you get, Emily. Emily, let's see what your general is going to be for today. So I've got 2 cards popping up. I'll let you choose your destiny. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Pick your card, Emily. 1 or 2? 1 or 2? So for the 1, we've got natural order in reverse, which means that there's been a change that has occurred that has changed the balance in the way that your life is. It's kind of like a transformation, but with a little bit of spice. You know what I mean? And to give a little bit of insight, it has to do with not making a sacrifice. Tyler, any time that's spent for private readings has to be done in a private reading. So if you want to book the rest of your time this week, you can. Just let me know. You've got about a half hour saved. Hello, Amazing Me. How are we doing? Amazing Me. Let's see what we got for you. Amazing Me. You need to nourish the soul. It means whatever's going on currently in your life is kind of leaving you with this empty feeling. And you need to start doing more of the things that you enjoy rather than the things you don't. Hey, baby, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. The wonderful land. Oh, I sent 15 bucks. Oh, well, I didn't see anything sent. So, yeah, that would leave you with 6 questions. Wonderland. Protect the wild and the green, which means you're going to have to protect yourself or the ones that you love, or even some of your property. Just kind of be aware of what's going on around you in the next week, and just protect yourself, ground yourself physically, spiritually, and mentally. Trying to get into school. What are you trying to get into school for, if you don't mind me asking? And Tyler, do you want me to answer questions here, or do you want me to do it like we normally do? It's up to you. It's on whatever you want to do. Just let me know, baby. You're very welcome, Emily. Respiratory therapy. Ooh. That's interesting. I don't know how much it pays, but it sounds interesting. By the way, you guys are giving me life because everything that you guys are buying, I get to go on a date night this weekend for my birthday. So thank you. Oh, not a problem, baby. I will wait for you. You're very welcome, Amazing Me. I don't know why, but my nose is like driving me nuts right now. Ugh. Coffee time. All right. Let me switch my stuff. Focus. Focus. There we go. I'll put a little bit of light, but I don't like using this ring light that much. Oh. Now that I'm waiting. So what are you guys' plans for the holidays or the weekend? You know, it's whatever you guys wish to do, you know. Is there any message from Hecate regarding yesterday? She has been pushing through my heart. All right, let's go ahead. And any messages from Hecate? Goddess Hecate, is there any messages that you have for your child, Tyler? Please show them through the cards. Okay, there's a lot. All right. Okay. So, here's what I got to ask, Ty. This is for your first question, and that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've literally got 11 cards for your first question. Now, I normally do 3. So I'm going to let you pick the 3 that, well, 3 per question. Sometimes 4, it really depends. But I'm going to hold up the first 6. And remember, you got more cards in the second pile that I got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can pick all from this pile or just one from this pile. It's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 and 5 from this one. All right. And then we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got one more card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. All right. Jesus. All right, let's see what she's got for you. Okay, so the first one that we got coming up is reincarnation. Okay, so the death card in reverse deals with coming anew, becoming more than what you once were. So that's kind of like what's happening right now. You're going through a transition period. The next thing that we got coming up is the Page of Cups. Now it's in reverse. So there's knowledge that you're lacking that you need to have. And you're going to start getting a couple symbolisms on what you need to study on. So follow that. So if in the next couple of days you start getting like book suggestions from certain people, or you start feeling like there's something that you need to look for specifically, that's what you're lacking in, and that's what you need to acquire. The next thing that we got in reverse is the Lovers in reverse. So a lack of love. I'm going to assume it's a lack of love within oneself rather than a lack of love for someone else. So you need to have confidence in the love between you and your deity. Okay. This is one of the things that you need to work on. And that's kind of what you're picking up on, is that they're telling you, hey, I am here. I do care, but you need to like hone in on it just a little bit more. Now for your second question, is there any messages from Dragon or Spirit Guides? Let's go ahead and let's check it out. Is there any messages? You know what? I'm going to use this deck right here. Is there any messages from Dragons or Spirit Guides that need to be addressed? Okay, so that was for the first card. Any messages from Dragons or Spirit Guides that need to be addressed? There's 2. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do this third one. Any Dragons or Spirit Guides that need to be addressed. All right, so we got 3 different cards from 3 different decks. The first card that we got is going to be the 9 of Pentacles. So you are going to have some unfamiliar faces pop up to you. Focus. Unfamiliar faces that'll pop up to you. At first, they're going to seem scary, but they're not. They're there to help and guide you. Follow them. So this means in your next astral travel that you end up doing, follow what looks strange and unusual, because it's going to help you. The next thing that we need to bring up from your guides and your dragons is trusting in the magic. Now, me and you have had personal conversations where you feel like you're not doing enough. You need to have trust in the work that you're putting out and the intention behind it. And this is just verification of that. The next one that we got coming up is Glory in reverse. You need to work on pride. Having pride in the work that you're doing and what you're trying to achieve. When glory comes up, it's not always boasting about it, rather than, learning from it. So you need to be confident in what you're doing, because there's a little lack of confidence, which I think we all deal with. But it seems that that's kind of what's blocking you from your spiritual guides and your dragon guides perspective, is that you're not having enough confidence in the work that you're doing and placing. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing your work, okay? Now for your third one. Am I becoming more balanced? 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 All right, so let's see what we got. So the first one that we got coming up is the Chariot in reverse. So there's a stopping point. So this tells me that the trying to get yourself balanced has kind of come to a halt. It seems like there's other things weighing on your mind that is kind of stopping that from happening. Okay, so you're still not fully balanced out like you need to be. The next thing that we got coming up is the Six of Pentacles, which brings on that airy, fiery energy. So it seems like your emotions are going to be really sporadic within the next week, actually for the next week. So just kind of expect that. The next thing that we got coming up is the Knight of Pentacles, which brings upon direction. You need to make a trip to the crossroads and leave an offering. So take this, make your offering, and do a petition with that offering to bring about balance within your life. So put that forth. Then, if you're saying any messages from Lucifer and Belial, since it is your last question, we're going to do one card each to see what's going on. And then we'll do a third card as like a together card. So the first thing that we got coming up with Lucifer. What is going on with Lucifer? So you got any messages? Okay. What is going on with Belial? Any messages from Belial? Okay. And what is the concisus together? What does the ending mean? Okay, so the first one that we got coming up for Lucifer is the Hangman. You need to stop looking for a new journey to go down when it comes with Lucifer. You need to really focus on what you've learned so far and see how much of it you actually remember. So you're not going to be starting any new journeys when it comes to working with him because he wants you to focus on what you've learned and seeing how much you've retained. The next thing that we got coming up with is for Belial, which is the King of Swords, which this means you need to be a little bit more dominant, but you need to take up for yourself a little bit more. I feel like there's been a couple situations in the last couple of days where people have said things that have hurt you, but you haven't acknowledged them, and you need to put those boundaries in the sand. Now, as a concisus for the both of them, we've got the Five of Cups, which spreads destruction and fire. So basically, by the end of this week, you need to do a ritual with Lucifer and Belial together and focus on harnessing that fire energy that you're trying to bring into your magic. And you're going to notice a shift change when you do that. You're going to get signs during it, and you might even get some audio communication as well. Hopefully that helps you, Ty. Ooh, crap. Oh, man, with it getting later and me not paying attention, I'm like, oh my God, it's almost 7. And it's not, but it feels like it. You're very welcome, baby. You are very welcome. Well, we are hitting that hour-and-a-half mark. It's been pretty fun, hasn't it? I'm telling you what, I picked the wrong coffee. I should have just stuck with my caramel craze. Not really feeling it today. Did you get my donation, love? I did, my dear. Do you have your 2 questions? I've been waiting on you. Been waiting for so long that I can't even remember the rest of the song. All right, so I got Emily, I got Mystic, and yes, I would like to know what you see in the future for me and Diego. First off, I fucking love the name Diego. I don't know why, it just rolls off the tongue. Let's see what we got. So what do we got for the future between Emily and Diego? You can't lie to me and tell me you don't like the way that name rolls off your tongue. Okay, so the first thing that we got is the 2 of Cups, the lovers meeting. So there's going to be a date night coming up here soon, which is a good thing. It seems like there's going to be a little bit of flirtation, which is always good. Then we got the King of Swords, which means Someone's going to bring out the protector and Diego. The reason I say that with the King of Swords, that's a protection card. So either someone's going to be stepping too close to what they see as their property, not saying your property, but, you know, defending the honor or letting people know, hey, this is mine. The next thing that we got is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Two of Pentacles in reverse means that there's a decision that's been made. Now, it could be the ultimate decision, or it could be something that they're wanting to do for you, which with the holidays being up, I'm going to assume it's that. So it seems like Diego's got a nice little surprise for you. Who knows, it might be a ring. You never know. I always say when I see stuff like that, it's always a ring, but like it may not be. I'm sorry. Thank you. You're welcome. And I do. And my second one is, how does he feel about me? So with that one, ooh, we got some good stuff coming up. Okay, so the first thing that we got is the Hangman in reverse. That means that they're not looking anywhere. They're not looking for anything new, and they're content where they're at. Now, the next thing that we got is we got the Magician. The Magician in reverse shows that there's no ill will. There's no illusion that they're trying to project for you to see. You're getting what you're getting. You're seeing the real them. So that tells me that they're being honest. And the next thing that we got is the Lovers. So it seems like, you know, as far as like your future goes, you know, it's going to be a lot of contentment, a lot of showing, you know, the things that they want to show to you in their aspects of themselves. And it doesn't feel like they're going to hold back. So if there's some questions you've been needing a little bit of clarity on, this would be the perfect time to ask those questions, because you're going to get everything with the truth. Now, the next thing I am going to tell you is that we got the Tower in reverse. So that means to me that there is going to be a little bit of an argument that's going to come about, but it's not going to end your relationship. So just kind of know that that's in the horizon, but it's not at this moment. Let's see, when is the date going to happen? So it's going to be on a Friday, and it's going to be midday, it looks like. The reason I say that is because with Venus is associated with Friday, if I'm right. And with it being in reverse, shows me that it's going to be like midday, almost to the afternoon hours, so like 4 or 5, somewhere like there. So it could either be a lunch, a dinner, it could even be going out with friends, but it does seem like it's around that midday range. He gets off at 4. Ooh. The plot thickens. Well, hopefully you have fun on your date, though. It's exciting. Don't you just love it when you get to go on a date and you get to have a reason to look all nice and sexy and be like, oh. At least I do. It gives me a reason to buy a new outfit. Maybe this hopefully next, so I can find a babysitter. I'm going to assume that it's going to be next, because with it also being reversed, that's 2. So I'm going to say it's going to be next weekend. It may end up happening this weekend, but I feel like it's next. I love your energy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've done a live this long, because normally I do like an hour live, sometimes half an hour. But today's just one of those days where it's like, give me your energy. Let's do it. It's probably because I got sugar in a cup, really. And it helps me get through my Monday. But it's not the best tasting. Don't do the pumpkin swirl at Dunkin' Donuts if you have one around you. Like, The best pumpkin drink I've had so far was from Frisch's. And they actually put real pieces of pumpkin in it. It's so good. Bear Bear, what are you doing, Bear Bear? This made me happy because me and Diego actually broke up in September and I've been manifesting back into my life. So that is just confirmation and I love it. Yeah, it's coming to you. So, like, you have nothing to worry about. But it doesn't seem like there's been a break in communication, really. Like, not like long distance anyway. I would definitely do it for next week. Find you a setter. Do, do, do. Fucking DoorDash some tacos. Don't cook. Fuck that. DoorDash some tacos. Most def. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta make chili. I still haven't made dinner. Fuck. Oh, so many readers have told me he's not coming back and it made me sad, but you turned my frown upside down. Thank you. Not a problem. What will I have to defend myself from my new job? Okay, let's find out. Okay, so we got the Ace of Swords, which means defending oneself. Okay, so what you're going to have to defend yourself from is someone's trying to put work on you, more work than you're supposed to get, and it's because they're not doing their job. This seems like a management kind of thing. And the next thing that we got is the Death card. They're not giving you the chance to deny it. So it's like one of those things like you either do it or you don't have a fucking job. That's basically what's going to end it. And 2, why is Rob drawn to me? Ooh. I make spicy chili. It's the only way. Okay, so first things first. We got the 9 of Wands. With the 9 of Wands as to why they feel this way towards you or why, they're drawn to you. It's because you're open and you're honest and you're not trying to hide anything and you speak your mind. Because normally when we have this right here, as you can tell, is it the 9? Yeah, it is the 9. So when we have the 9 of Wands in this position, it means that we're holding things back and we're being more like in our own self rather than talking with others. So it just means that you're open to communicate no matter where you're at mentally and they can relate to it. The next thing that we got is the 10 of Swords. Now, normally when you're asking why is someone drawn to me and you get the 10 of Swords, you're thinking, okay, they like trauma. But it seems like there's some shared history that even though you didn't grow up together, you know what I mean? It seems like it's more of that your trauma matches my trauma so you can relate in certain situations. The next thing that we got is the 5 of Pentacles. They've been watching you for a while. It's not something new. You're just now catching on to it. Hey, Robin, how you doing, baby? Oh, shit. What was that? Robin. As I was reading your name, I've got 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4, baby. Donate it again. You're awesome. Not a problem, baby. How you doing? We doing some reading. I see 4, and I'm about to donate. I choose 4. Okay, so we got a decision to be made. So we got the 7 of Pentacles. That's why I'm saying we got a decision to be made. So I'm curious, what is your decision? God, I look horrible. You ever turn on the light and you're like, ugh. I might end up having to fucking buy pizza because I'm keeping on getting people reading. Excuse me. All right, I got to switch to OJ. This coffee is just not doing it for me. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Emily, what is your next 2 questions, baby? Did you only buy 2? Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. about to donate. I'm curious. She, Robin, I haven't seen you in a while. But I haven't been really on in a while. So, like, of course, I haven't seen nobody. My question is, will I get a job? Will I get a job? You're being blocked by a past experience. So I don't know what your last current job was, but that is blocking you. But you are going to get an opportunity. Oh my God, stop doing that. When are they going to get the opportunity? So you're going to end up having a interview, and it seems like it's somewhere that's it's not like a corporate office or anything like that. It seems like something that you're dealing with public customer service kind of thing. And the person that's going to be interviewing you is going to be a young male, younger, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that he's old or he's older than you, you know what I mean? He's just young, like youth. But as to when, we got 2. So 2 can mean anywhere from 2 days to 2 months. So the longest point that I want to say is 2 months because, you know, but the quickest would be 2 days. I want to know what decision when you're done. What decision? What are you talking about, baby? What decision? I want to know what decision when you're done. I don't know if you remember me. I changed my name. I do not. And if you changed your name, how would I remember you? I swear I hate my little flyaways. I'm about to start combing it back. It's driving me nuts. You may, but I got a couple people that paid for some reading, so you'll be here for a minute. Robin, baby, what is your question? My second question is, why is Diego acting so cold if he feels so strong about me? Why is he acting so cold if he feels strong about me? Why is Diego acting so cold if he feels strong about me? Okay, so why is he acting so cold? The first thing is the Knight of Wands that we got, knowing that they couldn't take back the words that were said. The second thing that we got is getting over one's internal battle. Because it seemed like one of the things that brought this on was the night and day difference within their personality that was coming up. But then we got the Chariot, the need to move on, the need to progress. So it seems like they went through some transformation and they started looking back at some of the things that they were doing or did or has happened. And that's kind of why they're coming back at you and being like, well, maybe it was me. Let's try this again. Robin, baby. You said you pulled a card that said, I need to make a decision. Okay. So you want to know what the decision is. What is the decision? Okay, so the first thing that's coming up is the Seven of Wands, which means kind of weighing out your options. And this has to do with yourself, weighing out the options with oneself in an aspect of getting out of one's head. So this is like a mental kind of thing where you need to make a decision. I don't know if it has to do with your mental health or dealing with a situation that is not helping your mental health, but you're so inside your head that it's made it hard for you to actually see everything clearly. So this is between you and another person that is currently around in your life. Yes, I pulled the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. And then you got the Nine of Wands in reverse, which Nine of Wands deals with depression. And then when it's flipped, like I said, it's getting out of one's head, reanalyzing things from a different perspective. A new person. Exactly. So what would be your second one, baby? Do you have an Instagram, love? I do. You'll have to give me a minute because I don't really... I know my name, but sometimes you have to add certain letters or stuff because some people got your name for some reason. Give me a second. It would be The Divine Witch, all lowercase, the THE, Divine, DEVINE, Witch, WITCH, 1. And you can find us on Instagram. A new person. So do you want me to ask about the new person, or what do you want me to do? So should I give a chance or leave? Should I give him a chance or leave everyone alone? Like, forget about love right now. Okay. So first off, I'm going to ask if you should give him a chance. Should. So the first card that we got coming up is the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Wands, normally when it's like this, means to let it go and move on. But since it is in reverse, don't cut away the opportunity before you've seen the harvest. That's basically what this card is saying. And by seeing the harvest is seeing the potential. Because we got the Page of Cups. So it seems like someone who takes care of the things that they love and the things that they're wanting. And they do it in a gentler way, because if you notice the fish symbolism, the fish can go with the flow, and it can be there both emotionally and physically at the same time. So when it comes to giving someone a chance, I would give them a chance before you knock them out. Not knock them out like physically, but like knock them out of like your life. You know what I mean? New person, not the old. All right, give me a second, because we got multiple things going on here, and I got a squirrel brain. Okay, and should you forget about love? Should they not focus on love? Okay, when it comes to should you not focus on love, we get the Three of Cups, which is in a blocking position. Then we get the Page of Swords in a blocking position. Three of Cups deals with like friendships, going out, having fun. It seems like there's been a block in that. Like either you're not going out as much as you used to, or you're not hanging with the same people that you used to. And then with the Page of Swords, being blocked means that you're being prevented by seeing the full detail. Because it seems like someone was trying to hide something at one point, and you've always had the suspicion, but you never had the actual proof. So you're going to start wanting to actually dig for that truth. No one at all, to be exact. Like, is it past, present tense? This is present. So anytime I do a reading for someone, it's in the present tense unless they ask me to do the past tense. So it'll go from present to future. So like if I'm doing time frames, like let's say the new person that's in your life that you've thought about giving a chance, or the person that is going to come into your life that you thought about giving a chance, I'll actually give time frames with that. All right, give me a second. Squirrel brain. No, you're crazy. All right, so we got those. We got that. Honestly, my past and current relationships are just crappy. Is that what's depressing me? I mean, it could be. Because, I mean, think about it. If you keep on doing the same thing and you get the same result, then you have to ask yourself, what's the common factor in all these situations? And then you start looking at yourself going, I'm the common factor. But before you start going down that depression rabbit hole and thinking that you're the issue, you need to ask yourself, what did these people that you were in past relationships have in common? Were you still going for the same type that you've always went for? Or were you trying to embrace somebody new? Because some people go for the types that you know is going to end up bad, but you like that excitement. So that's the questions you need to ask before you put blame onto yourself. Completely my last question. My last relationship, is it Ivor? What's Ivor? Yes, it was an ex. My last relationship, fuck my life, I can't even speak. No one to be exact. My last relationship is over. I'm going to say it was over because the I and the O are really close together. So we're going to say it was over. Yes, it was an ex. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Is it completely over? Okay, that's a question. Sorry, that took me on that. Is it completely over between them and the ex? Is it completely over between them and the ex? Is it completely over between them and the ex? Not exactly. Okay, so the first card that we got coming up is the Three of Swords in reverse, which means removing heartbreak. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles coming up, which means getting rid of the things that don't work and trying to make something new to where it actually works. But here's the issue. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse, which means the same emotion. This is you, by the way. The emotion that you had once is not going to be the same emotion that you get the second time. So even though you're going to attempt to give it a second shot, it's not going to feel the same, and you're going to notice the difference in it. Oh, look at all that love. I have those cards for Hecate. Which cards do you have for Hecate, Clove? I'm sorry I didn't see your stuff, but, you know, squirrel. My name used to be Eclipse. I do remember you. Hello. Everybody changes their name, and they're like, did you know it was me? I'm like, no. I should leave him be. That's what I'm saying. Here's my thing. When it comes to, like, past relationships, one of two things happen in life that you got to ask yourself. One, did they really change? Or has it always been the way that it was? Or two, are you just going back because it's convenient for you and you're scared to go on to something new? That's what I would always say. Hey, Debbie, I sent through 4 questions. Happy you're still on. Baby, they've been hitting me up today. Give me that birthday money so I can go eat my Outback Steakhouse this weekend. So, with that being said, baby, what's your 4 questions? I didn't miss anybody, did I? I don't think so. I want to show you guys something that I got that was super cute. I'm not going to put it on because my hair is realistically not the way I need it to be for me to wear this. But check this out. I went and got this at this little crafting store where they support like 40 local crafters. It's called Maria's Crafting Hut. You can find them on Facebook. But I got this for $11 and it's so cute. It almost reminds me of the like 1920s little moments that they used to have. And I'm getting one of these in gray because I got a cute little parka over the weekend. Courtesy to my mother-in-law. Thank you. How many are before me? I think it might be you next. Did you pay for some? Because I'm fucking lost. Or, oh, no, you asked for your reading. Sorry about that. Your general. Squirrel. But it's been pretty good. It's not been bad. I'm probably going to have to call down my daughter, or I'm just going to have to say fucking order pizza. It's going to be one of the two. So let's see what we got going on, which I'm feeling Chinese really, but I'm trying to save my money. All right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Clove. I got 6 cards that are pulled out. Pick a number between 1 and 6. Do 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 do. 6. It's time to let the emotions flow. When the emotion flow card comes up, it means that we're either not showing our emotions and we're holding it inside, which leads to an eruption eventually, or that we're not expressing our emotions to someone that has hurt us. So it's time to do so, baby. Hello, Bruce. Bruce. Every time I see the name Bruce, I always think of that shark, Bruce. What do? We don't eat other animals. Yeah, that's what I think of. Do 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 do. Bruce. I'm gonna have to watch that movie now. Now that I got Bruce in my mind. Which, by the way, Bruce, you need to focus before you act. There's going to be a situation that's going to make you want to react before you focus, but you need to be very, very careful. Think about it. Take a step back away from the situation before you actually do anything with the situation. I'm going to start trauma therapy soon and behavior therapy and remember more trauma recently. Baby, I hope that when you're going through it, you know, it doesn't become too overwhelming. So if you need us, we're here. What do my ancestors want me to know? And can you tell me about the person who secretly likes me? What can make the candle magic stronger? I'm currently looking for a new job. Why do I keep looking for why do I keep looking for a new job? Okay, so I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So, why do I keep on looking for a new job? Well, simple. So the first two cards that I get from that is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Three of Pentacles. So here's why you keep on looking for it, even though it's not going great. So with the Eight of Pentacles, we're trying to redo things and hoping for a different outcome, which when I say redo things is changing who we are, trying to fix ourselves like a fucking well-oiled machine. When reality is, it's not you that needs the fixing. It's where you're at that needs to be fixed. And that's why you have this need to find a different job, because it's not like no matter how much you change, and no matter how much you do, it's not good enough. And you're starting to realize that because we got the Empress card. You deserve more. You know you deserve more. You feel like you're not being appreciated. You feel like they're not accepting you. You feel like you're doing more work than you should be. And you're not even getting paid really that good of money for you to be doing what you're doing. So this is kind of why you're on this hunt. You're looking for something more, something that at the end of the day, when you look at it, you're not looking at it as, oh, I'm tired. You're looking at it as, well, look what I accomplished. And that's kind of where it all comes into be with the spiritual, the emotional, and the physical. Now let me go back. What can make my candle magic stronger? Okay, this one I can answer without cards. So for candle magic, it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. Now, if you're trying to achieve like with ancestry or spell work, here's a few tips that I can give you when it comes to it. First off, use cinnamon. Cinnamon brings in a lot. If you can't handle cinnamon, I would suggest doing herbal mixtures. When you do your candles, if you dress them with the herbs actually on the candle, have you a backup candle. So like when you rub the oil and the herbs in that actual candle itself, get you another candle that's like a pretty decent size one. Or if you want to, you can go out and buy some like wax that you can melt yourself and dip that candle that you got all of them herbs and stuff in. And then it concentrates that into your little candlestick. Okay. Once you do that, normally when we're doing any kind of candle magic, we have our own little candle plate, right? So you got your candle plate, you got your herbs, your oils, it's all rubbed, it's all the intent right in there, okay? So the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put sigils around that candle. Now, these could be sigils from an Orisha, or I hope I said that right. I guarantee I fucking didn't. Orisha. I think that's it. I don't know. Anyway, look at me. I don't know. But you want to have those symbols around the candle, and then have you either stones, crystals, whatever it may be. For that, you can even put extra herbs representing those symbols and the energies that they're bringing into that magical work. So hopefully that helps. Another thing that you can do as well is you can color code your plates. So let's say you have a silver plate that's for offerings of a higher nature. You have a black plate that's a lower vibration, a gray or whatever color you want to put for the middle to bring whatever to life. You can also do that as well. You can also bring in stone magic with the candle magic. So instead of putting it on a plate, have a dedicated stone that you actually let that wax drip onto, and just let it keep on collecting and collecting and collecting on that rock. And over time, you're going to take that rock and you're going to bury it, if you have a home, in the front of your yard right before they get to, your entryway. If you don't, you can put it in a jar and put it somewhere in your house and decorate it with whatever on the outside. Now, give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose because that's gross. Anyway, so let's see what our next question. Can you tell me about the person who secretly likes me? Yes, I can. Let's get into it. So tell me about the person that secretly likes our natural beauty. You've gotten some signs and symbols because I keep on feeling like I get signs and symbols, but I also get like this vibration. And it's like I want to move and I want to, like a possession almost, you know what I mean? So I don't know if you've done any possession work or invited any of that in to use you as a conduit, but that is something that that's working up to. So just to let you know, throwing that out there, because I'm getting this energy of like wanting to move, you know what I mean? Just putting that for you. What the fuck was I reading? See, that's how far it made me go, yeah. Who's the person that secretly likes me? So this is a person who entered your life not too long ago. The reason I say that is because we got the Fool. When the Fool comes up, and by the way, when I say entered your life not too long ago, I'm going within the time frame of a year. So within the last year, you had somebody who entered your life that was a little bit unconventional, so to speak. They vary in like how they approach life. Like it's like they never have a dull moment or a sad moment. They just see life through different eyes, like seeing it through a child's lens. And then we got judgment. So they're not one to put judgment on others, but they have had judgment put on them. So they do have a past. The next thing that we got is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords means whoever is protecting them on a higher plane of existence is very particular with them. That's why they have issues in relationships, because this person that's over watching them, that's a female that's passed on, they are very protective and they don't let just nobody come into their family line. Like you'll see this quite a bit within certain families. But it's where a certain ancestor, where it all started, they feel like they have power over it, because if it wasn't for them, that bloodline wouldn't be there. So just know, if you don't appease their spiritual history, you're not going to appease and you're not going to be able to work it out like as a relationship. Now is what the ancestors want me to know. I'm going to pull out my hoodoo deck. And I've been using this a little bit more, but I'm still not 100%. But I did have a month off, so, you know, that's what it is. You're very welcome. Oh, shit, there's a lot of things going on here. Give me a second. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you. What should I be looking for? Let's see if you say. I haven't done any possession work yet, but I made an offering to 2 Orishas last week, and I was guided by a Babalo. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So my bad for if I'm not saying it right. So I do apologize to do so. So it was something that is coming. Okay, so that makes sense, because like literally I just wanted to yeah. That's what I love about spirit. Like it doesn't matter who you are. When spirit comes through, and they're going to give you that energy. And I'm going to tell you, when you do this, you better be ready for a ride, because I feel like it's one of those ones where it's like there isn't no started out with an ease. It's like balls to the wall as soon as it goes, and it's just like vibration. So fair warning, they're waiting, just so you know. Thanks for the candle advice, and that's interesting. Maybe that's why I haven't come forth. It's possible. I mean, it depends. If you're doing stuff for like ancestors, or you're doing for certain Orishas. Is that how you say it? Orishas? I feel like that's it. I think I finally got it. Ugh. By the way, I do see other people talking, so give me a minute, because I'm just trying to stay where I'm at, because if I don't, then we're all screwed, and this live is going to go to hell. All right. Yeah, you're saying it right. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you know what? Every time I do a reading for you, I've got one of them that hangs around, and I don't know who it is, and it's no disrespect, because I don't mind it. But I hear, and you know what? That is fucking weird. You make sense now. Okay, sorry. I'm having like an epiphany moment. Okay, so I don't know if like, okay, so there's a lot of things that I don't know in life, and this is one of them. But like literally yesterday, I had a moment where I was hearing footsteps. Actually, it might have been a couple days ago, so this might have been a precursor warning. But I was talking to the hubby about different things that were coming into the house and stuff, and like having that conversation. And there was a moment where I was laying in bed. I was like, oh, what's coming for this next week? And I heard footsteps that sounded like dress shoes on a marble floor, just like, and how it echoes, you know what I mean? Just that. And it was a 3 knock. I guarantee it was one of your people. And I can't remember. I could hear it and I could see the shoes. The shoes were very pretty, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me. I guarantee it was because I'm getting a reading for you. Anyway, that's beside the point. If you want readings for a certain thing, then you do have to pay. I do charge for questions. Right now, I'm currently in a reading with Natural Beauty, and I'm honing in on these cards. So let's get to it. Ancestors, what do you have for Natural Beauty? Let it be shown and let it be spoken and let it be known. Okay. All right. So the first one that we got is the 3 of Sticks. Now, offhand, I feel like there's something that's not being revealed to you yet, but I'm going to read from the book because God knows I need it, right? So let's do the 3 of Sticks. 3 of Sticks. 102. 102. So when it's in a negative, nothing's working out as planned, foreseeing obstacles, obsession of past failures. So this would also go in hand with that work reading as well. So keep that in mind. But like the energy that you're getting through from it is that you just need to keep on going. Actually, this 3 of coins, but the 3 of Sticks is what it led me to. So we're going to add that to your reading because it was something of my failure. 3 of coins in reverse, 132. I'll tell you what, guys, there are certain energies that come through and you're just like, meh, you know what I mean? And then there's some energies that come through and your brain's just on autopilot. That's where I'm at. So, missed opportunities, know-it-alls, work problems. Once again, it's just work. Basically, that's the equivalent of saying, bitch, you got some problems at work. You need to work them out. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Half-hearted effort and poor work. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Woo! Son of coins. Let's see what we got with the Son of coins. I do gotta say, I love reading this because it makes me laugh sometimes. It's like we ain't giving you what you want, you get what you need. Son of coins, 97. All right, so do you have another? No. So I actually got to read. So, go plan on the side easily remote. So, on the negative side of this card, overwhelmed, debt, unfocused, obsessive, compulsive, and poverty consciousness. So there's issues with money when it comes to the Son of Coins and the mind state. So that's like a mental imprisonment right there. So be careful with that, baby. And then courting in reverse. Ooh. I really need to work with these cards more. Courting, 42. Oh, courting. Okay. There's a reading. We'll continue to engage. This part is exactly about love and romance. It doesn't have to be. There are different types of relationships, spoken and unspoken. When courting comes up, it has to allow you long-term goals. So, what I'm getting from this one with the courtship card is that you're going to have someone who's going to try to swoon you, but I don't see it going longevity. It's more of like, I don't know. It's one of those things that where it's almost like the chase is what's exciting rather than the capture. You know what I mean? So expect that to come up here soon, baby. And that was from the ancestors. So we had some fun with that one. I love these cards because the Louisiana and I got a thing with skeleton keys because obviously I'm looking for another job because I believe I get paid more and I'm my current job, my 3rd month, and I've been prepared to work alone because one coworker is about to have a baby. See, that's too much work and not enough pay. And another isn't going into surgery, and I want out because I don't think it's fair. This is going to be all me. It's not, and it shouldn't be. Hey, give me a second, guys. Okay, give me 1 second, Natural Beauty. Everybody just give me a minute because my nose is like going crazy. I do apologize. I know that's not the best sound in the world to hear, but realistically, it had to happen. So give me a second. Let me see. Chloe, what's going on? What should I? You made my heart melt and cry now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I have did, but I didn't bring it up to my support group. You need to do that, baby. Do you have any advice? Ask me what the advice is about, and I will give you advice because that's all I am is unsolicited advice. Victoria, I didn't mean to ignore you, but if you're still there, hi. Chrissy, hello, baby. Spirits don't tell no lies. Ain't that the fucking truth? I feel like I'm overwhelmed in debt to these people, and I feel like there is a chant that was given by one of our black brothers in arms, and it's that money chant. That money chant has brought me money. I've got that motherfucker saved in my phone, and I've been using it, and I give praise to that boy for making that money chant. Just saying. Another is going to have surgery. Donated on cashapp just now. Did you donate for 2 questions, Queen of Hearts? If you did, go ahead. Yeah, you did. You said 5. Go ahead and put your questions down below. Are you still feeling sick? Sending hugs. I am not feeling sick. I swear there must be some Jewish in me. I don't know why. Either that or it's just like one of those stupid things, like where they always say Jewish people have the nose problems. But I have really bad allergies as it is. So it's like one of those things that's like always there. You know what I mean? So even when I'm not sick, it's like nasal right in here and I can feel it and it drives me nuts. But babe, you need to start taking care of you and you need to start thinking of yourself, Natural Beauty. And you've got a road ahead of you. I swear to God, I love reading you though. Because the energy I get off of you and like, I don't know if, I know you guys don't call them gods or goddesses, right? It's like energy, entities, beings. These energies that you work with and are working with, I fucking love them. Because there's never a fucking dull moment. It's like sass and ass. They shake it, like you get the shakes of like, yes, I want to party. And then you get the truth, like, that's where you fucked up. And I fucking love that. Anyway, that's besides the point. Is there any shady friends around me? Ooh, someone is looking to find a snake. Is there any shady friends around Queen of Hearts? Let it be known. Let it be shown. Ooh, let's see. We got 2 cards popped up, so that's 2 different individuals. Bringing souls back from the dead. Answer questions. We got the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands being 1. And it's like a male energy, but like a real, like, distant. Like you not, you know what I mean? Like it's someone that's out of far, but close at the same time. And then the next thing that we got is the 10 of Swords, which also feels like a male energy. So it seems like there's 2 male energies. Either that or there's 2 friends who are dating these male energies that seem toxic. Like there's just, like you just want to beat your head against a wall type of toxic. So you do got 2. And it feels like male energy, but it could be females who are dating those negative male energies. Hi, I'm just reposting if it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Reading for Steven. Why am I trusting the conversation? Did you send $5, babe? Because If so, then it's all my fault for not seeing it. I'll check. It's all on that one. Give me a second. No. For questions, I do charge, but if you do want your general, I can do that. And Queen of Hearts, baby, you do got a second question. Oh, you're fine, baby. You still get a reading. It's just not like what you want to know. It's what the spirits want to tell you. Which, currently, they want to tell you quite a bit. Or, is that the only two? Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 cards. 1 or 2. And this is for Victoria, baby. If you tell me which one you want, I'll read that one. My next question is, what do spirits want me to know? All right, we can do that. Victoria, 1 or 2. A fast lane from LA to Tokyo. Do 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 do. Want me to know? All right, I'm going to choose for you because I got to keep this going. So, heed the messages. That means that you got people around you, Victoria, that you're not listening to, and you need to start listening to them because it seems like it's going on deaf ears. And by what I mean by that is that you're hearing them, but it's going in one ear and out the other. When you're getting these messages, don't ignore them. What's your favorite song right now? My favorite song is Fly Me to the Moon, currently right now, or White Christmas by Sinatra. Now, Queen of Hearts, my next question is, I want to know about the spirits. What do they got to tell me? Okay, so spirits, currently right now, what is it that you want to be known, and what do you want it to be shown? Let it be seen. Spirits, what do you want them to know? What do you want them to be shown? Okay. Yeah. So for that question, we got the journey. Right now, you're at a dead still. You're at a crossroads. That's basically where you're at in your journey in this life. You got some decisions that need to be made, and these are going to be life-changing decisions. The next card that we got is natural order. With this change, it's going to shift like how you do your day-to-day life. So you're going to really have to think about the decision that you're making. But honestly, I feel like it's already been predetermined. You've got a new path in front of you, and it's going to shake up your life a little bit. The next thing that we got coming is sacrifice in reverse. You need to take the sacrifice. You need to take the step to make it come to true. The next thing that we got is knowing you belong. Stop with the self-doubt. You're wanted. You're needed. You're here for a reason, and you're breathing. Why question it? If you spend your life questioning things of why you're here, you'll never get to have the experience of enjoying being here. That's facts. All right, I think that is everybody, ain't it? Or did I miss anybody? I don't think I did. All right, guys. It is hitting after the 2-hour mark. I think I've got everybody. No one else has sent me money, right? Because the last thing I want to do is be like, oh, no. And then, yeah. You're very welcome, sweetie. So I am closing up shop. We have hit the 2-hour mark. If I don't make dinner, I'm going to be lost. The kids are going to be revolting against me. Did you see my earlier messages? I seen one, but I didn't. I think I have dissociative identity disorder, but really stimulates a lot. Therapists have left me, and I'm scared she's going to leave me. She's going to leave me as in your therapist or as in someone you're with? Explain that to me. Go a little bit more into depth. I actually need to keep those. This needs to go upstairs. My therapist. Here's the thing. If you have a therapist that's going to leave you and not help you, then they're in the wrong field. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there now. And 2, see it as a blessing. Because when one door closes, another door opens. And when it comes to having therapists, don't see it as like, I like this therapist, I want to keep them forever. You only get to keep them the amount of time that you need to learn a lesson from them. See it like that. That's like with anybody in life, right? So even though it's new and it's scary and you're kind of like worried, see it like you learned everything you need to learn from that certain therapist. And then the next one is going to help you more on that journey. And if it happens that you have a next one after that, they're going to help you on that journey. And if you're feeling like you got the dissociative identity disorder, aka DID, then that's something that you need to bring up and get tested for, because you can get tested for it to see what triggers you, what your switches are, what your alts are, or alters. Is that how you say it? I think that's how I say it. Like, there's so much research that's been done, because beforehand we used to call it beforehand they used to call it multiple personality disorder, and now they call it DID, which is the DID. So, don't get overwhelmed. If you think you got it, you're acknowledging it. You're knowing yourself, and you're like, okay, I got this issue. This is what I need. And, you can even start a journal. There are so many people who have DID on YouTube that you could literally watch them. Like, they will take like a notebook and they'll write messages to each other. Because, with DID, you have different personalities. You'll like different things. You'll dress different. You'll be different. And then you have one core or one main, right? So this way you can communicate even if you have those fractions in time that you're not remembering. And it'll make it easier for the system or you as a whole to actually communicate with each other, if that makes sense. I have a journal. See, so therefore it should make it a little bit easier. And, you could even be like, hey, let's set boundaries, like boundaries within our system. Like, if I'm out doing something, then I'm not going to have someone. I have to go. Bye. Bye, today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.